Hello, excuse me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Today's stream actually almost didn't happen because I almost would have had to go do some snow removal. Hey, Jack, welcome in, buddy. But regardless, I will be done at a certain point because I am going somewhere. So today's stream will not be as long as yesterday's. Yesterday's did go overly long and I didn't like it. I do gotta try and get more out of Juhani before I leave Manon, before I really do much on Manon. So that's gonna be one of the goals for today, is to try and get what I need to get out of Juhani before we really go on Manon. We're gonna walk around the front for a little bit. We'll try and talk to her and whatnot. Sorry, Jack, I forgot to disable that. I have been sick. I'm not really feeling well, but can't be redeeming that one to start a stream, my dude. Can't be redeeming that one to start a stream. You really should let me do an introduction. I'll redeem you those points. Just, I'm finally getting better. I don't really still have a voice. So, yeah. Otherwise, I would do it, but I'm just getting over something. So I still don't have my full voice. And after streaming for basically 9.5 hours yesterday, I don't really have my voice back. So I'll get it soon. So like I said, I'm over it now. It's just now I got to get the voice back. Plus I'm fasting for stuff. So all right, let's not waste too much time. Well, let's see if we get... See, before we even head out, let's see if we can take...
How may I be of
I
assistance
should
to
be good for Backroom Sunday.
you? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
I should be... Yeah, I should be good for Backroom Sunday. So... That should not be a problem.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Let's aim for 1:30. 1:30, 2 o'clock. Greetings, human, and welcome to Auto City's Visitor Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products right here on Manon. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contacts with race sailors across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Auto City Provisional Company can help you today? The Selkath have one of the weirdest dialects, but we'll get through it. It's better than hearing the tack all the time. Tell me about Auto City. Auto City is the center of trade and commerce for all of Manon. Indeed, for this entire sector. It is the only known source of KOTOR in the galaxy, and thus one of its most important worlds. The city was constructed by Selkath so that our other races and cultures could experience the wonders that Manon has to offer. Tell me about Manon. Manon is the homeworld of Selkath, and it is here that our race has lived and thrived for uncounted millennia. With our valuable supply of KOTOR, we have become an important player in intergalactic politics. We have taken a neutral stance in the current galactic war between the Sith and the Republic, as we believe that violence is not a permanent solution. Is there another way in which I can assist you? Anyways, how was, you said you were away, Jack. How was your trip to wherever you went? Let me see your inventory. Of course. We'll take his only advanced med kit. We'll take his antidote kit. Don't want to spend too much because we're going to need credits throughout this portion of the game. Greetings. Forgive me if this seems like not a question off the but might you have an exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. Oop, exotic species. What sort of exotic species? Anything non-sentient and non-carnivorous will do, though creatures that are easy to manage are preferred. Is that understandable? Why would you want to buy animals? Ah, good question. Consultants have little exposure to life forms from other planets, you see, but our government hopes to change that. We're setting up a zoological compound for visitation by the public, and are hoping to stock it with non-offensive foreign creatures of all types. The only problem right now is actually procuring the exotic species we need. Cellcat import restrictions are quite prohibitive, to say the least. I have some Gazik, or Gizka, if you're interested. Small bipedal amphibians. Sweet. Is there no other way I can convince you to take them off my hands? I suppose having a few of those creatures would not be of harm. We do have experience handling them now, I suppose. So, since they are so difficult to maintain, however, I was to provide 100 carnage. Then I will take them off your hands. Deal. I want those off my ship as soon as possible. Alright, so, Gazik, take it out. Alright, so we're gonna walk for a little bit. Docking bay area. And this is the cis side. Don't want to go there because I don't want to cause trouble yet. I wonder. I mean, I need Jolie for this planet, but I want to get Juhani's, side mission, because this is the last chance to get her side mission. But I need to talk to her first, but she's not talking.
How may I be of what? Of course.
We're gonna try one more thing before we...
How may I be? What is it? Of course.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something real quick that I've never done. We're gonna travel to Kashyyyk real quick. Because I've never gone back there. after. I've never gone back afterwards to see anything, so we're just gonna try something. Take Zalbar, and we'll take. I just want to see something. One sec, guys. Sorry, guys. Hey, Jelly. Welcome in. Here's your hydrate. Was on the phone. Alright, I just want to see, because I've never come here post... I guess nothing's really changed. Other than no Zerka over here. I already know there's no Zerka on the other side, so I'm not going to go too far. I'm just trying to get Johanny to have that conversation I need her to have. Jelly, don't be so mean.
How may I... What? Of course.
So then what do I need to do to get this conversation? Let me look, quickly look it up. Because it's important, it has to happen here on Manon. Hey hands for 174 GG. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I'm just looking at something. Huh. So I need to find yeah, see, I need to get this one. So we gotta do. I guess we gotta do a couple more things before we do it. So we're just gonna go. I'm not gonna wait around. I guess we should still be able to do it, no matter where we are. So we'll take Bastila and Jolie. That was annoying. So, oh wait, we're on the wrong planet. So apparently, according to some of the stuff, we gotta get captured, quote unquote, in order to. We gotta wait till after a certain point, which kind of sucks, really, but. Alright, let's get to Manon. And I guess it can happen anywhere. I just have to get it to happen.
Incoming fire.
Did I get two at once? No, I didn't. That wasn't fair going under the ship. You dirty fighter. Alright. So we'll take Jolie. And we'll take Bastila. Yes, we got the conversation where her father dies, but we didn't get the conversation about... there's one conversation we're missing to spark her final... confrontation. Now, I've always gotten it on Manon. But you know what? Partway through this, we'll go back to the ship briefly. Is there anything we can get out of Jolie?
Got something.
Why did you leave the Jedi?
Who said I left the Jedi?
Are you... You did when you said you weren't a Jedi any longer.
Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most Order itself. No, I never left it. It left me.
What do you mean by it left you?
You know what I hate? Lots of things, really, but I'm old and easily annoyed. That's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect. They can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice.
I certainly don't think that.
I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility. But it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong.
Yeah, I've already gotten that far with Bastila. So don't worry about that, dude, my dude. I've taken care of that part. I've already gotten the Bastila romance going. And, whoop. Sorry for the late reply, Savant TV. Your chat for some reason didn't pop up in my multi-chat. I guess I got stuff to look at and figure out. Anyways. So the Jedi wronged you in some way, I take it?
No, the Jedi always treated me well. It would be foolish and untrue to say otherwise. That's not what I meant anyway. Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Hortoff? I can never get it straight.
Go on. I'll listen.
Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him and urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on. The other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man.
Go on. And I don't... Go on.
So, one day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. Padawan is confused, naturally. He asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should have asked someone else. But the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know.
So, you knew this master, or the Padawan?
No, both of them were from before my time. Well before the Sith Wars, even.
I don't understand.
The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Alright, so we got more from Jolie. And this is where things start to get a little dicey. That's a Pazak player. I'm not gonna deal with him at the moment. Shelkath. Welcome to Manan. While you are here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. What are the rules exactly? The single most important law in Manan is very simple. KOTOR smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed KOTOR, you better have a permit. The other rule is very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manan, we maintain a careful neutrality and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is this understood? I understand. There is a docking fee of 100 credits. You will have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manan, or you will not be permitted into Otto City. Very well, here's the docking fee. I'm not going to do that to him. The Manan Board of Trade and Tourism thanks you, off-worlder. Here is a visitor guide and map to the city. Refer to it should you have any questions. And the gates of Otto are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you don't leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more.
The name is Bond.
Alright.
James Bond.
Security droid. Yeah, Manan is very, very... The nice thing about Manan is there's really no fighting. So down over here is to Otto City. Yeah, so this direction is to another part of the city.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
Malak and the Sith are evil, Jolie. Surely you can see
I
that.
want to stop Malak as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they are Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn, but I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers.
That's why I like Jolie. He's just like that quirky guy. So this way goes to the central courtyard. And then over here, there's a couple things over here.
The fighting between the Republic and the Sith is spreading farther. I wonder how long before Manan becomes a battleground.
Now, Manan has some interesting things about it, which we will get into later. Selkath, Sith, you got Republic. This is the KOTOR distribution center, where both sides are forced to kind of get along. This way, West Courtyard. Alright. So really before we jump into anything, we're going to try to explore as much as we can. We'll go here, since we're here. Yes.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of
I need
murder.
to visit a guide
Murder?
again to see how
But
true
how?
it
It's all a mistake, Jolie.
is. It's actually really
Sunry isn't a
simple.
murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Masakola, Kula. It's very simple actually to romance.
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to
You
see
can only
him.
do it though when you're a male.
Go to the
So
courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
So this one, kind of like Kashyyyk, side missions are riddled and weaved into the main story to help the main story along. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to properly get through the map. Believe me, been there, done that, made that mistake, and I'm not ever making that mistake again. It's very, very difficult to get to figure out. I don't know what's going on and why my double chat isn't working. I'm going to take a minute and try and figure this. I don't know why my multi-chat isn't working right now. My YouTube chat's on the opposite side of my streaming software, so I have to look further over to get to it. But yeah. So we have that. Selkath Guard. This is the prison. We'll go there in a second. That is the court. We'll go there in a second. We gotta speak to Sunry first.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
And then over here we have Human. I wish to speak with you if you have the time. Greetings, Human. My name is Nilko Waz. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Auto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? It's truly a wonder to behold. You're too generous, human. The beauty of Manon is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I feel the preservation of my planet. Alright, give me 1 sec. I gotta do something real quick. Tried one more thing, hopefully it'll change, but we'll see. We'll have to wait for new messages to come in. What are you talking about? There's a task I would ask human Jedi. I fear there was nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be an ample reward for this human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in the Republic policy. What do you need me? Why do you need me for this? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose and have been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500 credits.
I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find out why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find out where they are going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Nilko. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests and those of the Selkath, of course. So, I'm not sure if we're going to venture too much into that. Kanto Yas.
I hope you're here to play some... So...
Alright, so... Vigo.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
What do you have against Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Ask whatever you wish.
We're not going to talk to him.
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslagger at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
What do you have against the Achani and the Erodians?
Nothing. Except that the Echani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Echani are better than the Eridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Eridorians or those honor-bound Echani. Or anything else you want?
I'll be going now.
So why are you telling me?
Greetings, human. My name is Shielas. I have heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. It seems like I'm looking over a lot, trying to keep up with chat while doing all this. But intergalactic politics stay in my hands. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear that they will do what we will do and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Many who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Sasha, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human, something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Otto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shielas. I don't know how to pronounce his names. I cannot imagine where to begin to investigate, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the off-worlders in the mercenary enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. So that we got as well. So there's going to be a few
We
things.
might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided.
Type the
But ask
name
yourself
online
this:
and
when
see
we win
how
the
to
war,
pronounce it.
would you
That's-
rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
I'm the same way.
Report to the Sith
And for
embassy
some
tomorrow
reason,
your
my
assignment.
multi-chat isn't working. So give me one sec. I am grateful too because these games are so great. Lego games just went on sale. Lord Games. You missed it. If you go back in my channel, I did Star Wars, both Legos, the Star Wars Complete Saga and the Skywalker Saga. I actually just recently did those. So, yeah, I moved some chats around because my multi-chat's not working. So.
You hiring for the Republic? Then why are you?
Alright, so that's it for here. There's the holding cell, Auto City Central. Yeah, I'm hoping to eventually one day get all the Lego games and stream them all. We'll see. I haven't fully decided yet. So before we go in there, we're gonna go to the holding cell. Only the arbiters are permitted into the prison cell as human. Alright, so I gotta become an arbiter before I can do anything.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. Our witnesses, however, reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Auto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Alright. Judge Shulkin. I am Judge Shuklar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manon. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? How did you know I was from the Republic? Your ship registry is originally from the Republic world of Transel. Therefore, you are a Republic citizen. Or are you saying you stole your ship? No, perfectly legitimate. I see. Is there more you need? What do you know about the young Selkath who have been going missing? The court is unaware of any missing beings reports. Should any substantial evidence come up in regards to such a disappearance, you should file with us and an investigation will be launched. Anything else? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. The arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the present facts. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Shirley was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elasa Haros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has been informed of your appointment. Lilasa was found dead of a blasted wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-roller, I feel to compel to add good luck as my final missive. Alright, so now that we're arbitrary, we'll be able to go talk to... we'll be able to go in the prison, talk to Sunry, but first we're going to talk to the judges. As arbiter of the Sunry murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. I have a question about the trial. You have that right, Arbiter. To ask you questions regarding the case. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is known to us as a hero of the Republic in your personal conflict with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard for somebody will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your Senate, the cold hard hand of the law rules here on Manan. Is there anything else you wish to ask me, human? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Yes, there is something that has been bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would have been left behind at the scene of the crime. We have analyzed the evidence and it does not appear to be a replica. But still, I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, though, Sunry could have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure to the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about, human? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of KOTOR. I do not delude myself into thinking that either of your states holds any great love for us, but we are necessary, so you will let us hold our autonomy. Butchering words. Look at me. I do not concern myself with the intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letter of the law too much for my tastes. Is there anything else that concerns you, human? I have no more questions for now. Very well. When you feel you have gathered enough evidence, you may speak to the warden in charge of the prison where Sunry is being held. He will bring you Sunry to us, and the trial will commence. So now we're gonna start. Actually, we'll start down here, and then we will work our way down the line. Judge Yosa. Since you have been designated the arbiter in the case Sunry, I shall answer questions that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sir, he's a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here on Manon, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is capable of some Republic citizens still believe him to be, he is certainly capable of the actions that would result in this murder. Is there anything else you wish to ask in relation to this case? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Well, I have often wondered, if someone were so innocent, why was he seen doing this? Why would he have been running if had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. You Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to great lengths to defend him. What else do you want? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this current conflict. The Republic in the past for laying the foundations upon which this empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. Very interesting input, but no matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything.
Almost seems they do wish to conquer everything and will not stop at Manon. Why the Salkath believe themselves invulnerable, I have no idea.
I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they seem to not be doing a good job of it. Is there anything else you want to know? I have no more questions for now. Turn if you have pertinent details about the case to discuss. Alright. Oh my gosh, you guys. Get over here. You're in my way. Judge Nalasaka. I suppose I must spend some time talking with you since you are here on official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Certain was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think his Republic masters would let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunray maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Is there something else you require? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sterling from the Republic, Alasa is from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict through their minions too. I'll put my glasses on. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I do not buy into the Republic line that this is some epic battle of the good Republic against the evil Sith Empire. The Sith Empire is merely an expansionistic power, much like the Republic was early in its history. It is simply turning of history where old is swept away by the better new. Is there anything intelligent you wish to know? This Sith is being a little bit short-sighted, but then go and do not disturb me unless you have trial business to discuss. Yeah, this guy is a bit of a nuisance. Alright, we've already talked to him, so now we will talk to KOTOR. Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have permitted them to defend Sunray against these accusations, I shall assist how I can. What do you think of Sunray? Sunray was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against the Sith aggression and proved that valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem for your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunray would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there were probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There has been much pressure by the Sith on our government, even on the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Is there anything else you need to know? Or anything else you need? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited from the vast majority of the galaxy for millennia. You see it fall into ruin in such a short time. I do not like the Sith. I make no effort to hide it. I will even admit that even given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. Do you have any additional questions? I have no more questions for now. If there's anything else you require, feel free to inquire with me. Judge Dula. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case, and those questions only. What do you think of Sunry? I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone obviously competent as the Sith Alasa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous. But if I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume that the crippled Sunry could kill Ilasa. I think there must have been another there who killed her, perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the metal clutch in Ilasa's other hand either, but it may have been that she fought them off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I am not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It has gone on too long, and the Sith are a fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I do not believe in the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation that the Republic presents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, Manon would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to set the new face of the future. But sadly, it would appear that I am wiser and more far-sighted than my immediate superiors, and I'm relegated to civil judicial matters. I will judge his case, and I will find guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartial is one thing. Blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? I have no more questions for you now. Do not be frivolous topics to discuss. I deal only with trial information. Alright, so we have 5 judges. 2 that are partial to the Sith, 2 that are partial to the Republic, and 1 that just sort of sits in the middle. Alright. So now we will be... You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must take the request to the with the warden. It will then be passed on to the judges. Alright. Prisoner.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. Sunry. Alright, because we haven't saved in a while, we're going to save right here, 34. Oh, not 24, 34.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. When I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Othmarders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going now.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
This was a difficult one, but we will do it nonetheless. So now we're going to quickly talk to Alora.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Oh, don't worry, Alora. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Alright, so now... So seeing as how there's nowhere really to go, the High Court, Holding Cell, Mercenary Enclave, and Otto City. So we're going to go to the City Central. and I believe, because both embassies are basically on the same side. Now, because that is Port Office, Docking Bay, and we just got to go to Auto City East Central.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Let's just go here. General store.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Or Sith must pay, but since you're a member of the Republic, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I've heard several customers that you are now the arbiter during the murder trial of Sunry, the Republic war hero. I admire you for accepting the position. I have no doubt Sunry has been framed by the Sith. If there's anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will be happy to. Happy to help. Do you know about the Sunry case? Unfortunately, I cannot offer any great insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. Let me see what you have in stock. As you mentioned, my inventory contains the finest aerotech equipment you can find on Manon, all of it far superior to the Zerka Corps swill the Sith are so fond of. Buy all those.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Hellcat stop them?
I forget who this guy is. The suck has what you choose to speak to me. Am I so different? You think I have others that others do not? That's rather a strange greeting. At the same time, the Sith are battle controls the galaxy, but their wars destroy what they both seek to possess. The war is sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions. They want answers. That is why I'm here to seek answers. Answers to what? The Sith, the Republic, the War, everything. Nothing. Answers are always hardest to find when the questions are unclear. Yet does not stop us from searching. Who are you? A name? There are power names, yet in the end, a name alone means less than nothing. I am Hulas, a traveler from the world of Duro. What is your name, human? My name is Mustang Drummer. Mustang Drummer. Now we know something about each other, but really, we still know nothing. What do you want with me, human? I want to ask you some questions. I'll do the best to answer them, though I only recently arrived to this world. Many of your questions would be answered by others, I'm sure. Would be better answered, I should say. What are you doing here, Manan? Manan consider both parties in relative safety. The Sith coexist here, unlike elsewhere in the galaxy. You're a spy. No, a spy is a sealer of hidden secrets. A spy slinks in the shadows and gains entrance to forbidden rooms. Observer, I watch the Sith on the world, I watch the Republic, I watch Selkath. The Republic. Watch the Alliance with the Selkath are wary. They would. Even in recent history, the Republic say they protect the galaxy, but they see toward as a Kun and the Lords, the Sith. Why does the Republic breed so many enemies? Until they know the answer, the Selkath will not join. They have no wish to make the Republic's enemies their own. More about the Sith. Was a tool of the Empire building. These Sith conquer world after world, taking resources as they want. They came to Anan to plunder the most valuable resource of all Kulto. It is difficult to conquer. If the Sith attack the Selkath, can slip away to city far below the oceans. They can hoard their Kulto or give it to the Republic. Didn't go. They use brute force. I know what this is. There are species of secrets. They invite folks into the world. Well, neither. They keep their. The ocean and awful ROC. We going now? What are you? Well, we might have to deal with him later. Up here is the embassy. Visitors Hotel. Republic Embassy. So we'll go here in a second. 'Cause that's where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time. So we'll go over here real quick. East Courtyard. Bastila! Come on, you love-stricken woman. You know what I forgot to do again? I forgot to do upgrades. Ugh! So before we continue with the case, after we explore this...
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
Ah yes, this is where the Sith base is and the swoop racing is, which we will do when we are done being the arbiter for Sunry. Yordle's Emporium.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable. And a real bargain at that price.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
Get out of my store. I'm sick of you Sith and your stupid jokes. I got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Are you here to mark me as a Sith, or do you actually want to buy something? I'm not here to make fun of you, I'm a Mustang drummer. Please forgive me, I had no cause to be so rude. The Sith make so much trouble for me and business has been slow. Let's excuse my tone, I apologize. Please let's start on the right foot. Welcome to the used goods store of Ural Ixels. If there's anything I can help you with, all you need to do is ask. Let's see some questions. Our mercenaries. Alright, more questions for you. Alright. Okay, so he really knows nothing. Look at your inventory. Yeah, so he just sells droid parts. We'll come back to him after we do swoop racing, because I think he offers better prices. Alright, we're gonna save here. 35.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I want to ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
What do you know about the Sunray case?
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Why have the Sith taken interest in the Selkath use?
I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there
I'll go now.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Oh, we'll get inside. Don't you worry, friend. Don't you worry. Oh, sorry, that was too deep. That was too dark. We're not going to worry about the swoop area just at this point. We are going to go through this door. That's swoop registration. Don't want to go there yet.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. And why are you...
Right. So, that's the swoop registration. We'll go there later. So actually what we're going to do, return to the Ebon Hawk. And yes, we'll have to re-walk through everything. Just, I want a workbench before I forget again. Alright. Upgrade items. So we have actually clothes. Let's see what... If I take this lightsaber out and I put in a short lightsaber, so 414 plus 13, 519 plus 16. And now I go back to what I'm currently hoarding. 418 plus 13 plus 14. I have 19. The bonus is better. Short lightsabers plus 13, 4 to 14. So there's really no, I mean, I dropped 4 and gained 2. Not really worth it. So let's upgrade items. So we got the Crate Dragon, attack bonus 3, energy 3, Rubat, attack damage, attack 3, attack 1, Keen, Peelat. The damage bonus, energy, 3 massive criticals. Joel. So we'll do that in this one. So we'll put Rubat and we'll put that in hit there. Jolie, you get damn that one. This one. Bastila. One sec. All right. Right, those don't matter. Oh, melee. Because mission won't be used. So now I've given this a little more. Okay. Alright, so now let's go back. Because I didn't actually leave the vicinity, I just went on and off the ship. I could still do the transit back system. So now we're going to go to the embassy, and first we're going to talk to the witnesses, then we'll go talk to the embassy, because the embassy is going to be a real long one. Well, both of these are going to be long, so there's going to be a lot at stake and a lot involved to do with this. Alright. So now we're going to save again. We will be 36. St. Drummer, light side, 36. I mean, at some point, I probably should just start over-saving, but, you know. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No. Nope.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Tell me what you... Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Alright. No more questions for now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
So I don't think that's a persuade you can win. That's for Min. Won't let you in there.
No problem. Got it.
Med pack, that's it. And we'll talk to the Rhodian last. We'll start with Bastila.
What can I do?
Sure.
Alright. 37. We're gonna save a different one before each interview, just so that you know, in case we miss something and have to go back. Ooh, 100 credits.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see it.
Maybe if I toss in 100 credits.
Since you put it that way. Well, one time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me. You again. Didn't...
What did you see the night of the murder?
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
I have nothing more to ask for now.
Yes, well, I'll be right.
Alright, so now we got everything from him. Now we talk to him. Just make sure I don't get my numbers mixed up, because I did so earlier. I got my numbers mixed up and it makes me sad. I had to make sure I kept the right number. Because like I said, I got my numbers mixed up. You here with Selkath? You have questions for Glooper? Glooper already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Elassa. Glooper tell everything to Selkath. You don't know? Glooper have no reason not to say. Glooper tell everything. Everything about murder, everything about Sith Lady's room. Why were you at the hotel? Glooper stayed in a hotel. Glooper not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glooper to live at. But Glooper is safe for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days. Using Glooper's chance to live for better for a while. What did you see? Glooper did not see murder. Oh no. Glooper did not see Republic Guy, the cripple. Sunry his name, Glooper thinks. Glooper sees Sunry away from the scene of crime. Glooper see nothing else. Nothing at all. Especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Sith Alana's room? Glooper just curious to see what had happened. Glooper have no reason to go into room. No one played Glooper to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room? How do you know someone paid Glooper? Well, Sithman came up to Glooper after murder. Before Selkath arrived, he said he gave Glooper good money if Glooper put metal into Sith's hand. Glooper good. Glooper plant evidence and leave no trace. But Glooper not recognize Sith man anyway. Glooper not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath. Still not bothered to tell them. Well, that and the Sith man say he killed Glooper if Glooper speaks. Oh, no. Glooper thinks he can't talk more right now. Glooper feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Okay, so we've got everything out of him that we're gonna get.
You, Jedi, I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They both put their hands in.
The name's Bond.
If you want to get
James Bond.
You might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
So that guy's interesting, to say the least.
The name's Bond.
Alright, so now we save one more time, and then when we go back to Sunry and Alana, well, we gotta save again. Laura, we got more to do, more to talk. This is in case I missed something and I gotta go back to a conversation.
Welcome to Manon. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Some questions about Alto City.
A beautiful place, Alto City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy.
I'm investigating the Suri case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
Any chance the Republic is involved?
The Republic? That makes no sense. Sunry has no enemies in the Republic, and his conviction will make all of our jobs more difficult. If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you could help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a starman, the remnant of an ancient, forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Alto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
What is this recording?
It's intelligence information about Sith activities on Manon, as well as some oceanographic reports on the local marine life.
Well, what do you want me to do?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'll try. I think I'll interrogate the prisoner.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can can see about getting you that information.
Alright, so now we can go in here. Okay, we have only 9 spikes and 28 repair parts. Now, because I'm not in something, I should be able to get someone with,
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Alright. So let's quickly take out Bastila. Oh. Bring in Zalbar. Alright, so now that we have what we need, we're not going to go do any of this just yet. So now we're going to go back to Alora, talk to her, and then we talk to Sunri again. And then we will have to try and discuss this. Figure this out in a way that, you know, we don't want Sunri to die. But we can't lie too much. Because this is going to... Ooh, I think I may have went the wrong direction. Yep, I went the wrong direction. Because we're going to need to be able to have the judges trust us for stuff that's going to happen later. Namely, the Republic, the part that we're going to be... where do I gotta go? West Central. Alright. This is the only thing that sucks is the long walks through everywhere. Alright, time to save. This will be number 40.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunri's trial.
Was Sunri having an affair?
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and honorable man. How dare you accuse him of such a thing?
Now, Elora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. I started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He is a soldier, though.
That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Don't worry, Releva. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence.
Now this is where things are going to get dicey. I'm not going to show her the recording, but... as you know, there have been curveballs thrown.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. That was what... But my... Further, they say anything...
Let's clear a few things. Are you and Alasa having an affair?
I don't... No, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
Let's clear some things up. There was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask.
I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic's data recording.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
The Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
You're guilty, Sunry. Confess.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved to die.
Killing your lover while she sleeps is murder, even if she's a Sith.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
I suppose you're right. I won't expose you.
I'm glad you decided to see reason in this. If I'm convicted, it could cause trouble for the Republic Embassy here on Manan. And none of us want that now, do we?
Yeah, unfortunately, this mission is gonna hurt a little bit. But I will gain those light side points back. So, alright, let's save this and go to trial 42. So, you are the arbiter in the Alaska murder case, and I hope you are impartial as the office is supposed to be. You offer us how it sends you to ignore the rules of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. So what have you heard of us? What do you know of the... Alright, let's get to trial. You are certain you're asking a complete trial at the roll. The arbiter, are you certain you are beginning with this trial now? Yes. Let's begin the trial. Everyone who shall advise the court, and you shall begin immediately. That the record show the Sun trial suddenly versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding judges, Sheklar. Jehosa. Nelak Shakat. Kota. And Dula. Let's try to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Ilasa. Reverend Sunry in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? I find Sunry innocent. That remains to be seen. As acting as prosecutor for the Otto City Authority, an impartial observer from the Sith.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Don't be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. First manner of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Igneous, of the hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. This is important evidence. The court will keep this in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. We will now begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony and you have cross-examined them, you may ask the persisting judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manon law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. The first witness is Furith. The prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Objection, Your Honors. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your questions and do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
A very pertinent point, prosecutor. It is now the defense's turn to cross-examine the witness. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Your point is well taken, Arbiter. Do you have any additional questions? Elassa is a dark Jedi, isn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and protects her intent with dealing with Sunry. Do you have any additional questions? I have no additional questions. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? Yes. I do not have information to make an informed decision. I am unsure as yet to whether Sunry was the actual murderer. I cannot make any decision on what I have yet seen. I do not have enough information to judge this case yet. I cannot tell if Sunry killed Elassa, but I am confident it will be proven. Since the defense has no further questions, we will call out the second witness, the Rodian Gloopor. The prosecution may question the witness.
Gloopor the Rodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Gloopor sees Sunry running down hallway, and when Gloopor look in room, Sith woman dead on floor.
This is clear then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you see Sunry kill Elasa? Glooper not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glooper did see Sunry living room with dead Sith in it. But Glooper not really see him kill Sith. An important distinction, Arbiter. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Did you plant the metal on Elasa? Gloopor.
Don't do it, Gloopor.
The prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Gloopor? Or paid by Gloopor to plant that metal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
You certain of this, Gloopor? Gloopor certain. This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? I have no additional questions. Would you like to poll the judges at this time? Yes. I have new information. I'm not sure. Not making a decision. So, we will call court out Laura. Son. If the judge has more questions, the court will.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elasa.
A suspicion for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions for the witness? Was it true your husband was having an affair with Elasa?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You have already questioned the witness, prosecutor.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
This is very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. You don't want to ask the other questions in there too much, because then it might sway them from the way you want the trial to go. I have no additional questions. Pull the judges. Not enough. Nope. Nothing's changed. Does the prosecution have any remaining witnesses to call forth? It's a lot of talking.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Very well. Almost out of water.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elasa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elasa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith, you wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you've said quite enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any questions to ask the accused, Arbiter? Elassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she? You were going to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Be silent, prosecutor. This is a valuable point that lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? Elassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she?
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
No more additional questions. Actual murder. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by both prosecution and defense. The prosecution will now present, in closing, its summary of the pertinent facts of this case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunri was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunri fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. In your closing statements, Arbiter, now you have to be very careful when you're doing this. No one actually witnessed the murder. Truth.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you will be forcibly ejected from the court. The Arbiter speaks the valid fact. Is there another point you would make? The Sunri was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
For your time for arguments has passed. You would do well to remember that. Your argument does bring up a valid point. Elassa was the spy, and the Sith are framing Sunri. My arguments are complete. The court will now deliberate amongst ourselves. You gotta hope what you did. This court has hereby finds guilty of the murder of the Sith Elassa. According to Psychologists, sometimes no matter what, due to the extenuation circumstances surrounding this case, and not to provoke additional tension between the Sith and Republic elements within Alto City, the sentence is commuted to a life term in the Auto City prison.
No, Your Honors. I demand the death penalty.
You are in no position to argue, Sith. Do you think that your empire can pressure this court? We have made our decision. So not what we were looking for, but yeah, the verdict has been delivered and this trial is now over. I probably said something that may have changed it. Remove the guilty party from this courtroom.
Republic will attempt to have him freed, Alora. I am sure. This is the best we can do. I'm sorry.
Henry?
I've had all the outcomes, and this was probably the best that we could do. Is there anything I can... You're tasked with the course of the community. You have fulfilled your role as auditor to the satisfaction of this court. Should you have any other grievances you wish to present, you have to the judge on duty at that time. Alright, so we are done with that. So, yes, that did not go the way I would have. Even though I'm done that one. Basically, we have to just... I have freed him. I've gotten him executed. I've gotten him the sentence he has now. But honestly, it's difficult. I probably said one or two things I probably shouldn't have asked. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to save it. 42. Drummer. Light. Side. I'm not going to go backwards and change it. There's no point in fighting or... His result means nothing of the main mission. It's just a way of gaining the Outcast trust for future incidents we may get ourselves involved in. Alright, so now we're going to start the part with the Republic. Which is going to... the Republic Embassy, which is going to involve, unfortunately... We are going to have to get in the Sith base because now we're going to do a couple things at a time. So maybe now we'll start getting more questions out of the guy. No, we got to go up here to the embassy. No, this isn't the embassy. The embassy's in the next one. Bastila! Quit falling behind. Let's talk to Jolie.
Got something on you.
What do you know about the Sith?
Bad men. Women too, to be fair.
You must know more than that.
Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that.
Do you know anything important about the Sith?
And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
You did. You said you fought them.
Oh, that's right. Damn the ears of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long?
Are these the same Sith that we're fighting now?
No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that.
Who is this Exar Kun?
Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say. He attempted to conquer the Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith.
And he was killed?
Not to say he was defeated, but essentially yes. The victory did not come easily, however.
What happened during the war with Exar Kun then?
That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves.
That must have been difficult.
Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I'd put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now. Got something.
What do you think of Sunry's verdict?
You defended him well enough. I wish we had time to look into matters more fully, but wishing is only useful for the young and idealistic. What's done is done. The Republic will likely appeal the matter eventually, and he'll be free. I just would like to know if that's best. Sunry was a good man once, and a good friend. I'll miss him. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
And he has a different response for the different endings to the thing. Alright, so nothing else. So let's go to the embassy.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from...
No, I have not yet.
Time is a critical...
Alright, so we can't talk to him just yet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk to the Sith here, so we're gonna save. This will be 44. And this will probably be the last thing I do before I actually go to the Sith base and do it. This task usually seemed
So, you're
proves
the one
difficult.
Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What did they do to him? What was he doing out here?
We're not sure exactly. If you can convince him to talk, we should be able to find that all out.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yes.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
What do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
Catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Yes.
Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Interrogate him.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
But they wouldn't, would they?
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
Ha! Worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me.
I won't hurt you unless you make me.
There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you.
Try something else. Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We could make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
Damn! The blank.
Oh, said about Tila. We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
You think bribes will
talk or something may happen to her?
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
We already have her. She may be spared if you talk.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
Not here to threaten you.
The Sith will
never.
Damn.
This is a tough one.
Yes, it could be so much easier. No, please don't hurt her. Please. All right. All right.
Wow.
I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Alright. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated. So we're on 45. I was expecting to have to, like, be here for a while.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Oh, that's if you actually... Let's see, drummer, light side 45. Okay. Let's go do this. It's just better to walk in. So this is where we're going to do two things at once. We're not only going to get the droid, but we're also going to do the missing youth Selkath. One thing I do first. After this, we'll go do the swoop race stuff.
Hey, Tyberg, how's it going? Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic Embassy.
Darn, I was hoping he'd have some spikes on him. Maybe we can get,
Yeah?
Yes?
Yes?
Yeah? Sure.
Hey there. I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. So... Okay. Hey there. Okay.
I think I have to be on the ship. So we'll do a quick return to the Ebon Hawk.
Hey there. What can I do for you? Sorry, I don't have one handy.
Ah! Well then, we're gonna have to do this the very difficult way. Hopefully I don't need a lot of spikes.
Hi, Tyvark. I gotta stock up. They might be sending me to the front to battle the Sith.
Alright, here goes nothing. Well, I shouldn't say here goes nothing because we're not going in just yet. Alright, so like I said, we're going to do this. Then we will do the swoop racing stuff. And then we will continue the end. Alright, so we're going to save here. Yeah, we'll resave this one because no point.
Allow me to thank you for helping put that killer but thanks to you.
I have business with the Sith.
Ha!
I know the passcode.
Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose inside? Well then, what is it?
Zeta 245698 Alpha.
Yes, well, I suppose you really do have some business here. Head on in.
Alright, here we go. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult than the last one.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I know the passcode.
Your passcode is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately. You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Look there.
Johnny Foil. Alright, so one of these. Okay, that door leads somewhere. And that door leads somewhere. Crap. hate it when I do that. Alright. So this is not a computer we can access. Alright, we gotta try and find spikes as best we can.
Yes. What can I do?
So we'll level up. Oh, he has computer use. So if I need to get on the computer, we can get him to do it. Excuse me.
Sure.
So we'll start going this way first. Actually, we should save it now that we're in here. We've got a little bit time still, so we'll get started. See if we can get a closer look. Ah. That door would be in the one if we chose the other way to get in. That's the secret entrance. Flow control room. Darn it. Alright, we're back. Let's go deal with these guys. Put them in a stasis cell.
Let's make this quick.
Jolie, Jolie. Alright, that's everybody. Alright, now. See if we can get some spikes out of these guys so that we have a little bit of wiggle room. Water pump analysis. This might be where we have to go somewhere else for now. Shandar's book. We got both of their bowcasters. Manon's Visitor's Guide.
The name's Bond.
Ah, water pump
James
analysis.
Bond.
Winterhouse, in regards to the system in place to cycle water from the ocean to the thermal heaters, what were you thinking? What made you put that airlock mechanism on the only other path to the north side of the base? Now everyone has to know how to cycle the water out of the one room and into the adjoining one for each of the 3 rooms in sequence without accidentally flooding the room they're in. I'm there. You better show me how to do it properly. I can't afford to lose any more of my aides while trying to get to the salt cath. Sorry, sir, but we had to change the pump mechanism since one of those fish people swam into one of the intakes outside. The external flow controls push the water into the chambers north and south only. The flow controls controls on the inside wall switches the water between sides east and west. The trick is to push the water to the north and south extremes and switch water east-west and walk through. Meters on by the flow control panels show if there is any water in the adjacent room. We've also installed life form detection sensors, so there shouldn't be any more aid problems. We're trying to get the system passed as quickly as possible, sir, but the Selkath authorities monitoring our braves have made this much more difficult. Now, I will admit, I've always had issues
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please ensure all receding.
What can I do?
Yes?
Warning, activating flow control.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk around, and if we can figure it out from the other side, we will. I've never been good with that. Okay. These Dark Jedi were easier than most. Got his sabers. Oh, Jurex.
What can I do?
What?
Let's do a quick.
Yes?
What can I do?
What?
Alright, so if we go this way, this will lead us back here. What's over here? Let's quickly save. 47. Faulty.
There.
Data module. Ah! This is this part. Please have spikes. Please have spikes. Please have... Security decryption interface. I wanted spikes. But these will have to do. What's in here? That was interesting. We couldn't do damage to the droid unless it was down. They gave me nothing. We will get everything we need. Yeah, secondary entrance, flow control. If we have to go through flow control, we will. Oh yeah, this guy. All right. North computer room. Right.
Yes. What?
Let's quickly save this because I know how quickly this can sour. Steam vents deactivated. 7 spikes. Disable force field. Hey, look at us. View disassembly room. Download area schematic. That'll be the rest of my spikes. Alright. So yeah, we can go up here, go through here. That's the training annex. That's where we'll find the cell cath. And we gotta go this way first. We gotta, yeah.
Sure.
Yes?
What?
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Nice thing when you have 3 Jedi that can heal, they're light side, so it costs less to use it. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, I'm glad we came this way first because then we got the schematics where we gotta go. And we lowered a security door. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, there's Bastila. Where have you been, girl? Well, this one left me remains. Alright, so before we go up that way, hey, he had the same gun Canderous does. Let's go into the East Barracks. Hey, boys. Ooh, I leveled up. Lots of credits. I wanted spikes, but you know, that'll work. Alright, let's quickly level up. Oof. Attribute strength. Why not? We'll get that up to 15. And if we get another attribute, we'll push one of those. We'll persuade one more. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta stop doing that. Get Master Critical Strike. Destroy droid. No. Force wave, then destroy droid. Because force wave is real fun. I'll show you what force wave does in a minute. Darn it. I tell you, you go so long without having to moving the mouse correctly. And they take damage.
You shall fall.
Take that.
And I'll let them finish him off. Not worried about getting into the desk because we have no spikes. And these are the pressure doors that are annoying to get in and out of. Yep, more Dark Jedi. Hey.
Now you'll get it.
Sit on your butts. Sit down. We got Genrox too now. We'll have to see what these crystals do and compare them side to side.
No problem. Got it.
We gotta do a stuck save. Haven't had to do one of these in a while. We're almost at our cut time, so... What are your remains? Sealed. Wow, they had a lot of this crystal.
No problem. Got it.
Hair trigger. More of that. Alright.
I'm here.
Sure.
Alright, so since we did the stuck save, we really don't have to do the next save. Alright, so now we go up to where they're training. This is the most important part of this mission. If you don't do this, you will be screwed. There's no other way to put it. You will be screwed if you don't do this part. Selkath Apprentice. No remains. Medpack credits, because there's one room that will be a data pad. Now, I'm going to save as I go through this door. 49. Listening drum. Listening drummer, light side. 49. We're already at the 50 save mark. Holy crap. Alright. Aha! Intruders, should we sound the alarm, Shasa? No, wait. We can't always be running to the Masters for help. We should handle this on our own. Perhaps this is a test the Sith have prepared for us. What are you doing here? Only Master's apprentices are allowed in here. I mustn't Jummer. What are you Selkath doing in the Sith embassy? The Sith are teaching us the mastery of the Force. Our alliance with the Sith will bring strength to Manon and the Selkath people. The Sith, if you ally with Sith, you will suffer. What they told you was a lie. Republic propaganda. The Sith are the victims of lies and half-truths. They are not monsters, no more so than promise to guide us in the Force, use as a sign of their good faith, and once the Republic is defeated, the Sith have promised to withdraw. If the Republic will enslave your planet, spare your lives, the Sith have treated with nothing but respect and honor. If you speak of us as we are prisoners, but we can leave whenever we wish. Our friend Gallus chose to leave, and when he returns safely to his... What if they speak? Remember what happened at Terrace?
Yes. Certainly you must have heard of the destruction of Taris. It's your honorable friends that committed that atrocity.
Terrace was nothing but a Republic lie. If the Sith are such monsters, then prove it to us. Surely there must be evidence of the horrors they commit. They will use you to conquer Manon for the Kulto. So you say, what should we do? We need physical proof, not words of some Republic sympathizer. Give me some time, I will find proof the Sith are evil. I think we should give them a chance to prove themselves. We'll not report you to our Sith masters yet. If you bring us proof of Sith lies and torture, we will return to our families and report to the Sith. Alright, so while you do that, I'm gonna just borrow your footlocker. Be right back. So that's the save. Yeah, because we said all the right thing. No. We'll do 50, and we'll use that one a couple times. You'll understand why in a minute. Tell Sasha, the Sith. The tortured Selkath was holding some sort of token.
How did you get in here? Wait, I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right?
Master, give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Okay. Just sit down while we have this conversation. Sit down. Get back in your stasis.
Never too old for this.
Let's quickly go in here. There's something I'm looking for before I go back to Sasha. Crystal Luxum. Alright, we're gonna quickly save this over 50 again. Ow.
What can I do?
What?
Yes?
What?
The data pad. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll have to see what those do, because maybe we'll put those in our savers. Yeah, next time I get to the ship, if you're here now or on my next stream, remind me. Check all our equipment. Did I miss the data pad? Nope, there it is. Data module. These appear to be the personal notes of the Dark Jedi Master in charge of the Sith base I'm on. It seems the Sith have been trying to turn the impressionable young Sith over to the dark side. After reading the lengthy progress reports on this topic, it seems that the final plan was to use these young Selkath to overthrow the current government and install a puppet government that the Sith would dominate. This is what you're looking for, not only for Sasha, but also for the Banan government for what's about to come next. You'll see what I mean. Have you brought evidence back? I found a young dying Selkath from torture here. He gave me this. Sasha, this is a pin I gave Gallus when we were children. There's blood on it. You could find this for you killed him. They tortured him to death, Sasha. You know what? I believe them. How else would they have found this pin? I don't want to do it, but I can no longer deny what from Gallus' end the Sith are responsible. I apologize for doubting you. The Sith are truly evil as you have claimed. We must report this to the authorities. We must report to someone. We thank you for showing us you saved us from a terrible mistake.
You've been saved from more than you know. Given time, the Sith would have turned you fully to the dark side, and you would have betrayed your world gladly.
Quick, my friends, we can stay here no longer. We must flee. Follow him. I could have done that. I could have done the data pad. But that's the one I chose. Light side. I think we are max light side. Maybe it's only in the second game you get stuff. So now this is where we're going to be the last save for 50. And that is all. Now we head back. Alright, so now we're going to do a new save. Mustang Drummer, light side, 51. And you will see once we get outside. Uh-oh! You there, human. You are placed under arrest of the city, Alto City Civil Authority. What? Why? Though the Sith embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries to the staff of the embassy yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Inquiries. Our cameras record you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of the Auto City Authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here and are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us to await your trial. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself prohibited from leaving Manon. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. Yep, this is what happens. Hidden Tunes, I am called Velas, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. I don't need anyone to represent me. While it is true that you do have that right, I would recommend again of it. Due to your confinement, you have not had much of a chance to build up evidence to pursue your case. And also, I do not believe you offer to truly understand the minds of Louis Selkath. It would be best if you left your defense up to me. What have I been charged with? You have been charged with initiating violence within the Sith Embassy, murdering members of the Ambassador Commission of the Sith Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Otto City. What can I do? I'll try to ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I've already been given all the relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be discarded. For what reasons did you enter the Sith Embassy? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I find that unlikely, awfully, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view.
The name's Bond.
Well, I have no prior association. Let's get to... Don't you need to ask me more questions? I don't really need. We should... I think I'd rather represent myself. No, I'll represent myself. Mental prowess. I shall leave you to your demise, up to you. And you'll see why I chose to defend myself. I've done it, but your past experience as an Auburn in the Discovery case may aid you in your defense now, human, but you must do a better job yourself, given the crimes you are faced with. You stand accused of grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. How do you plead? Not guilty. Let the record show that the child's minutes. Presiding judge is Shelkar, Josa, KOTOR. This trial is to determine what the criminal punishment of the individual. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. You plead not guilty, yet there were reports of weapon-fired enemies within the embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith have not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it was seen that you are the source of this disturbance. I was investigating the disappearance of young Selkath. You believe the Sith has something to do with those disappearances? The off-worlder has probably been listening to Shelas in his room. Most likely. Do you have any proof to back up your assumption, human? Have the Sith been implicated? I have this data pad as proof that the Selkath are up to no good. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. This is most disturbing. This court will adjourn for a brief period to verify this evidence and discuss its importance. We have verified that this indeed a Sith data pad indicating their complacency in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of Manan. In gratitude for having discovered this heinous offense, all charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. And that's why you have to plead not guilty. If you plead guilty, you're screwed. Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, their embassy is considered off limits to all Alto security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the protections of Selkath law. You have been found innocent and you may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. And that's why when you do the hunt for the droids, you have to have that mission for the Selkath. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail and you will not get past that part. You will not. And you have to plead not guilty in order to get past the crime. and be able to present the data pad. The token, they're not going to take as seriously, but the data pad they will. That's why you need the data pad. Okay. But this is where I'm going to end it. So this is where now we're going to go do the swoop races, finish those, and then we're going to finish up with the Republic side to find the star map. But that was an important thing to deal with. Are we? Oh, actually, we'll do this real quick. We're going to go talk to Sasha's one person. Excuse me. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. We don't want to go anywhere yet.
Mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith. In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war.
And we're not to talk to him again because we're probably not going to do that. Give me your turn. Have you information for me? You can describe the fate of the Missy Suckath and news of my daughter, Shah. I have information for you. Excellent. You have done well. What have you learned? The Sith are training the Suckath youth in ways of the Dark Jedi. Yes, this makes sense. I wonder, I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malak brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkath people. Strong enough to seize control of Manon and our KOTOR. My daughter has a sister. She has two instructions to the Sith camp. I convinced your daughter to turn back on the Sith ways. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge the Sith still walk freely about Manon. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions to make Otto City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, human. Here are the credits I promised you. I only wish I had more to give. Keep your credits, Silash. A Jedi has no need of such rewards. You refuse, or truly humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind. We're about to get credits when we do the swoop races.
It was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
That was a truly noble act. The Jedi Council would be pleased.
Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak with the Manon authorities about this Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. Light side gained. So where does that put us? Yeah, I think that's max light. I think we're at max light.
How can I help? Then I...
Got something on your mind?
You want to talk about the war now?
Not particularly.
No time like the present.
I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Nayama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember.
No, I don't remember.
Bah, you got ears that work, don't you? I was a smuggler, way back. Got shot down once over Yukatis. That story, yes.
What does your wife have to do with the war?
My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
The war?
Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukata's prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife.
You disobeyed the Council?
I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. She loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since.
So what happened?
Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war.
She had fallen to the dark side?
I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her.
You killed her?
No. I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could have either.
But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over.
They put you on trial?
I trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance. She went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with a trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I?
So the source of all this bitterness, they found you guilty?
Not at all. They found me innocent, even though I deserved every punishment and more. They let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me.
I don't understand. No, you're wrong. You did deserve. I don't understand.
No, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself.
And you still believe love is worth the risk?
Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It's all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Alright, so that's where that's gonna end. We're gonna go just in case. No, not that way. We gotta go up this way. Might make a quick pit stop by the we're going to go all the way across. Like I said, we're going to do the swoop races before we go back to the Republic. Because once we go there, it's basically starting a second half of the main story. The final act, almost the final act of the main story on Manon. It just sucks it's so far away. Alright, we gotta go down. I forgot to uncover a small part of the map. Done. Alright, so this is where we're gonna save. I believe it's 52. Yeah. Mustang drummer, light side, 52. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today. And yeah, we shall be back hopefully tomorrow. I'm gonna be up real early to do some other stuff and whatnot. And I've got stuff tomorrow evening as well, so yeah, this is going to be it for today. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow to continue this. Yeah, the game's getting better. Trust me. There's so much more that's about to happen and so much fun stuff. But yeah, hopefully you are enjoying. If you are and you're on YouTube, please consider liking and subscribing. Helps out a lot. If you're new on Twitch and enjoying, please consider following, as that helps out a lot as well. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys all tomorrow. We'll be picking this up and continuing. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. God bless. Hope to see you next time.